I'm certified. Every time I step in the booth and I bust a rhyme, I'm immortalized, cause real, we never die.
Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. 24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. Yeah, all the time, all the time. 24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. 24/7, 365. Yeah, all the time, all the time.
Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Well, that's a nice look right there. You can run your offense through Johnson. He's that talented.
Pass to Salah. Fires the three. Okongwu with the rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
And it's good. 2 points.
He felt the defender closing out to him, and Banchero let it fly. That catch-and-shoot ability is a weapon.
And Brunson, here we go. There's the three. It's rebounded by Washington. Pass to Banchero. Knocked away. It's stolen by Daniels. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, Daniels is a big wing, and he is aggressive around the rim.
Banchero outside. Clock at 6. Fades. No good, off the front rim. Here's Atlanta with the ball. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, that was a foot race in the open floor, and Kuminga is going to win that one most of the time.
Castle attacking. Out to the wing. Lets a three fly. Kuminga pulls it in.
Still trying to find their rhythm offensively. Just 1 for 4 so far.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, there's Johnson again. That's just too much size and too much skill.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Castle, right side. Over to the left wing. Another shot. The rebound by the Hawks. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Hawks head coach. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. It's an even 3-on-3 break.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Outside Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
To the left wing. Here's Banchero. And Washington again with the bucket. The Hawks leading. To the left side wing. Left side Kuminga. Back to Johnson. Oh, there's the block.
The stuff from Banchero, using that over 7-foot wingspan.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Now here's Kuminga. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And a miss there on the triple.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
A minute 9 left in the opening quarter. Okongwu with the rebound.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And Washington with possession. Pass to Salah. Back to Castle. Crafty move. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Left side Kuminga. And he drives in. Oh, clanks the dunk. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Castle, guarded by Okongwu. Castle on the wing. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. From the stripe, good D by Okongwu. Outside Johnson. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Hawks on top. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
The Wizards need to get off a shot here. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, that time they're out in the open floor, and Jalen Johnson finished off that break beautifully.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. You have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement, particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it. Very difficult to defend.
Here's Boozer. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And it's Bird with a rebound. And a fast break now for Atlanta. And it's off from three-point range. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Counted from distance. Boozer's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Newell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Hawks lead by 3.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Here's Boozer. Fades back. And it's Bird with a rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Shakes him. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the night now. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Pass to Bird. All alone. Rebound by the Wizards.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
Here's Newell. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Boozer. 5 points in the game. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And Washington will go for a different look here. The Hawks lead by 5. Now Schroeder. They kick it out to Porzingis. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown. Schroeder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
If he gets that kind of space on the perimeter, you know it's going in.
Washington moving the ball around. To the wing, right side. The 3 is up. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. That for me, guys.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Timeout called, the Hawks.
Timeout. Sorry.
2:44 left to play in the first half of basketball. 6 on the shot clock.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
Toppin outside. Pass to Daniels. It's rebounded by Salon.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Castle on the wing. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
And Carroll left side. Down low. And stolen by Brunson. There's a screen by Toppin. To the middle. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
I really like Daniel's decision-making. He is so good at reading pick and rolls and knowing when to take it himself and when to dish it.
And Carroll in the post. He has 6.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Pass to Boozer. And they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Hawks on top. They lead by a bucket. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Washington trailing. Shot is up. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pass to Caravan. And Legs is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against. Oh, that will energize his teammates, going right at the defender and throwing it down.
And an intentional foul right there.
Hawks now, Jalen Brunson. Second, team starter. Substitution on the court.
And he banks in the layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
On the attack, Schroeder.
At 7'3", Porzingis is a problem. Really makes defenses settle for fouling him and hoping he misses.
Atlanta shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Atlanta calls timeout. Wizards making a switch here. That one misses.
Ah, that is disappointing. He is someone they normally rely on from the line.
And there's the screen. And he's going for the oop here. Diakite, no good.
That could have been an easy pass to the finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. They kick it out to Porzingis. Caravan pulls it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Diakite. The ball's knocked loose. The Hawks lead by 4. And now the Hawks on the break.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Hendricks. Shoots over Newell. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of it. Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Here's Hendricks. From deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
And so they foul intentionally. Washington making some changes. The Hawks leading. And here's Schroeder. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
With the step back. Castle outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
And that's the kind of pressure Castle can put on a defense.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Newell. He's got 14. Banchero outside. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Banchero's got 10.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Knocks it down from distance. 11 points in the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
Pass to Salah. Takes it inside. Oh, deflected. Out to the right wing. Here's Brunson. And another basket for Atlanta.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's a screen. Here's Castle. And Washington again with the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Pass to Daniels. Banchero in the post. Shoots over Newell. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Atlanta on top, up 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Hawks. 4-point game. Next game.
Nice. And Johnson giving these fans a show.
Ben Carroll the screen. Castle misses. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Nifty move. Rips it home off a terrific move.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Johnson on the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Shot from the mid-range. Here's Salon. Second chance shot. Rebound Atlanta. Uh-oh, Kuminga on the take. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential. And potential has really been the key word with Jonathan Kuminga. And each season, he seems to be gaining more and more confidence.
From deep, Ben Carroll. Pass to Salon. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Back to Daniels. Picked up by Okongwu. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Castle. The 3. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And here's Johnson, guarded by Ben Carroll. Brunson with it. 6 to shoot. Now Okongwu. Johnson. Oh, the shot is off.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And Carroll surveys. And stolen by Brunson. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Okongwu. Here's Brunson. The Hawks call timeout.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
To catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message that Atlanta's coach was giving his team. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent. saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And he powers it down, one-handed.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's Daniels. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Oh, wow, I just can't believe that. What a costly turnover.
Washington trailing. To tie it up. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Here's the Okongwu. Now here's Daniels. Five on the clock. And he can't stop the run as that misses. Castle. And there it is.
Oh, the young man showing composure down the stretch. Big points from Castle in a big moment.
Johnson on the wing. Now Okongwu. Jams it home.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
To take the lead. Johnson with the rebound. Now the Hawks with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now Kuminga. And stolen by Banchero.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And they need to continue to play with urgency.
Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
Okongwu fires. Cash from downtown.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And the Wizards call timeout. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
This would tie it. Oh, off target from downtown. And so it's Atlanta who scraped.